So we're gonna start this dish off with some boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I've just marinated them up, seasoned them up a little bit beforehand with some salt and pepper and garlic and onion powder and a little bit of oregano and a little bit of crushed red pepper. So I've seasoned them up, let them sit for a little while, let that seasoning kind of soak in, and I've got my grill ready to go. Got the Weber kettle, and I've got the 2-zone going, some lump, and I've got it pretty hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave the lid off. So I want a 2-zone. When I get done searing off the chicken, I'm gonna move it over to the cooler side. So I'm gonna get that chicken on right now. So I got my chicken on, and I'm gonna put the lid on and let it cook for a little bit, but I kind of want to keep an eye on it because that lump's pretty hot and I don't want it to get out of control. So I'm just gonna let the lid on for a little bit. Check back. So this chicken's been going a couple minutes. I'm gonna check it and flip it. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Let's look at the bottom side here. Yeah, I'm not wanting to get this cooked through. I just want to get it seared, a little bit of color on the bottom side. If I need to flip it again, I will, to get a little more color, move them around a little bit. That side's not cooking nearly as hot. So I may move this piece here and put that one there. And that seems like a little hotter spot there. I may leave the lid off for a minute and let that get good and hot again. So on top of this, we put a lemon butter sauce over the top. So my wife always makes that up while I'm grilling the chicken, so I'm out here, so can't really show you the recipe on that, but it's real easy. It's like a beurre blanc, but you add lemon juice and chopped up basil, fresh basil. So it's just a butter sauce with lemon and basil, and so it's really easy. And you make it ahead of time, and you want to kind of keep it warm, but you don't want to keep it hot. You don't want it to break. You can add a little heavy cream to keep it from breaking, but just a basic butter sauce with a little lemon and basil. And I'll show you, and also we put some dried tomatoes on this before we put the sauce on. So this is a Copycat recipe for Carrabba's, or I guess probably several Italian places make this sort of grilled chicken dish. Carrabba's calls it chicken Bryan. It's one of our favorites. We like doing Copycat recipes, recipes we like. So I'm gonna bring this one over and let it get a little color right here on that hot spot, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up and let it cook. So I've let it go another minute or two, and you can see that's getting a little brown. That's getting brown. I'm not looking to cook it through here. I don't want it cooked through. I just want it to get a little color, and I'm just about there. So that one right there is probably good. I'm gonna move it over to the cool side, and it's getting close. That one's probably good. That seems to be my hot spot right here, for sure. And I didn't mention, before I put my coals down, I had a little small layer of unlit coals from a previous cook, and I put about 3 pieces of pecan on top of that. And then I dumped about a half a chimney of fully lit lump on top of that. So it's got a little bit of a smoke flavor, and pecan is my understanding of the, so you can kind of see the color we're looking for. Nothing real dark. Pecan's the traditional wood that's used in this dish. So that's what I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move everything over to the cool side here. And I'm gonna cover this and let it go maybe 15 minutes at the most. Let that chicken finish cooking through, and then we're gonna add our cheese. So once the chicken's just about done, I cut off little pieces of this goat cheese. So I just buy a block. This is the small block of goat cheese that they have at the store, and just place a small round of it on each piece of chicken, and I let it cook for just a minute just to get the cold off of it. I leave this in the fridge until I'm ready to cut it up. It makes it a lot easier to slice and place on the chicken. So I'm gonna get that cheese on the chicken and let it get warmed up a little bit. And before I put the cheese on, just kind of get a little look and see at what the chicken's looking like. It's looking pretty good, but I'm gonna get some cheese on it. So on the bigger pieces, get a little extra. So I just use that whole thing. This was 3 large chicken breasts right here, cut into smaller pieces. So I'm gonna put the cover on, let that cook for a minute. Now, if you let this go too long, that cheese is going to melt and fall right off the chicken. So just a minute, just to get the cold off of it is all we're looking for. So I think that's been about a minute and a half with the lid on. So I'm going to pull this up, and it's ready to eat.